What's up, everybody? Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a not so brand new action figure review today from Star Wars The Black Series. We're looking at Ezra Bridger, of course, from Star Wars Rebels. This figure was released about 8-ish months ago, and I got it way back when, but for some reason I just did not review it. So today, since we are facing a drought of new figures due to the virus, I'm going back and I'm filling in some of the blanks so that we can start having a complete, nice little catalog of Black Series reviews here on the channel. Of course, this guy has shot up in value to an insane amount, something that I think caught pretty much almost every collector off guard. Currently on eBay, he's going for anywhere from $60 to $100, which I think is absolutely insane, especially for a character like Ezra, who you wouldn't imagine would fetch that kind of value. But here we are. So I thought I would take a look at him. Of course, it's the red and black box release. You got the picture of Ezra right there. He is 86 in the line. And then here is his bio. You can go ahead and pause it, read it now. On the bottom, you got the barcode and all that stuff. Nothing really on the top. On the other side here, you can see some sweet box damage. And it says Ezra Bridge. So yeah, let's go ahead. We're gonna open this guy up, take a look at the accessories, and then the figure itself. Okay, first up for the accessories, we have this security helmet. You're gonna have to forgive my ignorance about Rebels. I've only seen I think 2 or 3 episodes, and obviously like the best moments throughout the series, such as Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul, stuff like that. But I've never actually sat down to watch the whole thing. So I believe this is some sort of security Imperial helmet that Ezra wears in season 1. And you can see here that it is painted pretty well. Gets a little fuzzy right there around the visor. But for the most part, the details are pretty nice looking. The red paint apps are very clean. Look very nice on the actual helmet here. And of course, you can fit this on Ezra's head, which, there you go, like so. So there's how it fits on the head. Fits very well. Doesn't really fit too tight or too loose. It's kind of perfect. It's pretty soft in the back, so you definitely get some give there. Then of course, we have his lightsaber, which I don't think is actually supposed to be bent like this, but mine has just been bent somehow. But really cool, unique hilt design for Ezra. I believe this is also a blaster. Not really 100% sure on that, but of course you can see a little thingy for lightsaber storage. It's got some nice clean silver paint apps on there, along with some aqua blue and a little bit of black towards the bottom here. Of course, it is the thicker blue lightsaber, and this does, maybe, I mean, I know it does, but it's been in there for so long. Come on. All right, well, the lightsaber blade does detach, but I'm not trying to break this right now, and mine is seemingly stuck in there for forever. So those are his 2 accessories that he comes with. Now let's take a look at the figure itself. All right, and here is Ezra out of the packaging, and this figure looks awesome. Of course, just like the other Rebels figures, he kind of has a more realistic design to him. Not so much in the animated style, but kind of like if Ezra was actually a live-action character, which I do appreciate that. I think it helps blend into the line a little bit more. And he does have the photoreal on his face. And of course, you can see the costume is absolutely packed with details. So let's not waste a whole lot of time here. And let's go ahead and pull him off the stand and we'll get a close look. So like I was saying, you could see that Ezra does have photoreal on his head, and it does look absolutely fantastic. The eyes are very cleanly applied, and the sculpt of the actual head is pretty nice as well. The hair also features a nice sculpt. It's sort of the long flowing look for Ezra, which I believe is his season 1 look. You can see though that the hair is just one color, not any paint apps throughout the hair, although on camera it kind of looks like it, but in person I don't really see it. But it's kind of a bluish black color, which looks nice. This vest right here is soft goods, so you can see on the inside some molded plastic, along with some painted details as well. The brown and yellow looks really nice together, and it's sort of tattered and torn. You can see along the sleeves here as well. Little tattering right there. Really nice details on this guy, especially for the costume. On the back, I believe this is probably the Ghost Crew logo. I honestly don't know. Like I said, I've only seen 2 episodes and some important moments out of Rebels. But the logo looks awesome. It's cleanly applied, very nicely detailed. Surprising cleanliness on this figure, except for right here. On my arm, on my copy, that is a absolute miss right there. Moving down, of course, you can see he does have a belt which features all sorts of little silver paint applications. You got some nice gold right there, little silver dots. The pouch right here looks really nice. Really cleanly applied details. Got a little silver doohickey right there. And like you can see right there, he does have lightsaber storage, which seems to be a little tight here. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and say that that could work a little bit better. Seems like this piece is definitely too small for how soft this is, so it doesn't really sit right. But again, there's some more details right there as well. The pants also have some really nice sculpt work to them. You can see there's like tons of little pouches and pockets throughout. Another rip right here at the leg with this different knee pad, and then right here, sort of like an imperial looking design for the shin on this leg, and that is really cleanly applied. The red on there and the little bit of silver is a real nice touch. And then moving down to the shoes here, you can see they are just some brown plastic, a little bit of black on the bottom there, and those look very nice. You can see he's got some green fingerless gloves, which I think that looks really nice. And he's got some silver doodad right here on his arm, looking very good. So yeah, overall the details on Ezra are really nice. A lot of interesting sculpt work on the costume. Some pretty clean silver paint apps, mostly clean paint apps in general, except for this arm right here. The photoreal on the head I think looks really nice, and the hair is also a nice touch. So let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation. All right, so Ezra can look up about that far. He can look down that far. Not really a whole lot of range in the head. You get some attitude side to side. He does have the double neck joint, which you can kind of see in motion there. So he's got a joint at the top base of the skull and then down in the bottom of the neck. And you get about that much out of it. The shoulders can move up a pretty decent amount. Ooh, that one's nice and frozen. He's been on my shelf for a while, but that's about the range of motion you can get right there. Of course, it rotates around. The single jointed elbows are those nice deep cut that give you a little bit more than 90 degrees. This wrist right here has the horizontal hinge, and it can rotate as well. And the other hand has the vertical hinge, and it can also rotate. Though it seems like with this one, you definitely have some limited movement here because of the cuff of the sleeve. And of course, he does not have butterfly joints, which at this time in the line, there was a few Jedi, I believe, at least Padawan Obi-Wan was released in this same wave, and he had butterfly joints, but for some reason they did not give them to Ezra, which is a little bit of a bummer. Of course, the crunch can go about that far and can't really go back at all. You get the rotation right there and plenty of side to side. So you got some decent diaphragm movement there. The legs on mine are absolutely stiff here. And you can see some pretty extreme gapping on my copy. I don't know if they're all like that or not, but neither of his legs can move very far forward on my copy. I would assume I'm not the only one that has that issue, although I'm not 100% sure on that. So really not a whole lot of leg movement on mine. Of course, results may vary, but based on this price, I'm not going to risk breaking this guy or anything like that. Of course, you do get a thigh swivel, of course, which is nice, and the double knees seem to work pretty well. Got plenty of range right there. Then moving down, you can see the feet go all the way down. Can't really go up due to the design of the pants, and of course he does have ankle pivot. So the articulation on this guy is all right. I think it could be a little bit better. I don't know why we didn't get the butterfly joints, and I'm not sure about this leg issue, but the range of movement there is not very good. Let me know, comment down below if you've got this figure, if your Ezra's legs can kick out at all, or if it's just mine. I'm curious to know. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's go ahead. We're gonna put him back here and we're gonna scale him with some other figures. All right, here he is with Hera and Sabine. Here he is with Kanan and Ahsoka. And then here he is with the Bandai Clone Trooper model kit and the Mafex First Order Stormtrooper. So in conclusion, I think that Ezra is a very, very solid figure. Of course, I think the details are what really shines about him over the articulation. Some weird anomalies, at least with my copy of the figure, limits his posability quite a bit. The exclusion of butterfly joints is a mystery to me, considering other lightsaber wielding characters already had them at this point, but it is still a solid release and I do enjoy the details quite a bit. Do I think this figure is worth the $70 to $100 it goes for on eBay? Absolutely not. I don't think any Black Series figure is worth that much. And I would say that I could definitely see us getting a re-release of this figure just based on the popularity of the character and seemingly the low print run he had. Because of course Hasbro does re-release popular figures from time to time, such as Commander Gree or the Shock Trooper. We've seen mega popular characters come back in the line, so I definitely would also continue with the motto of the channel: don't feed the scalpers. If you missed out on this guy, I guarantee some point down the road you are going to be able to get this guy again for regular retail price. So that's my review. What do you guys think of Ezra? Did you already pick it up? Let's talk about it in the comments down below. Of course, if you enjoyed my review, don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. We're always talking about action figure news, and we also do reviews on the channel. I'm Nate. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time.